Hey guys and girls, my name is Noe and welcome to part 19 of Greenfield Expanse here in Cities Skylines 2. Yeah, in the previous episode we built up the other area of the harbor section there on the other pond. I mean, this is the first pond and that is the second pond I created. And yeah, I have been building a lot of industrial areas and I kind of forgot a little bit of the basically the city itself, even though our city has now nearly 150,000 people. I really want to increase that. So, in the beginning we said basically, if we look at the wind area, we click on this, we see how the wind flows from northeast basically to south, and here leaving a little bit to the west. That everything sort of above this line here, is basically residential. So we have a lot of space still left. I mean, where not? I mean, I built this old town district over here. They still complain about, about not enough customers, which I totally don't understand because there are so many people living here. So it makes no sense. So what are we going to do today? So I want to expand the city a bit more. So we have now the main bulk of the city is sitting here on this little peninsula over here, this little Manhattan style little island where we still have like a lot of traffic going on here that goes up into the line that runs over there with all the glitches, nothing to do about that. And yeah, I'm thinking about expanding this area. So when looking around, I need actually a road that comes from here. I mean, it's not necessarily needed to come from here, but this is like a train line, this is a train line, and we don't have any roads in this entire section. We do have a highway over here, which we could utilize, or maybe even over there. Yeah, we could utilize that. So let me have a look here. Let's have a look. That's a lot of cars. Yeah, that's not bad. So that can continue. And we have now a road here that we can utilize. Yeah, utilize if I can get my tongue straight. So first I grab this. And I want to drag this a little bit further out like that. Also before we turn this into a 4-lane road that leads into then basically the new area. So this is a 4-lane divided road. That's nice. And this train line, it looks already a little bit sunken, so maybe we can actually sink it even more. And we have a nice, yeah, look at that. Yeah, we can deal with that, no problem. So we bring these two together. You go there, so this goes in there like that, and you will go in there. Nice, great. Let me remove also the traffic lights. We don't need those. We don't need any crossings, and of course we apply some lane connectors, making sure nobody is doing any nasty U-turns. Here we go, perfect. Now let's have a look at this. Right, so I want this to go over it. So let me pick a pick at this section and see how these sections are. These road. Okay, let me grab this further, like a 180 degree, like that. Now what we will do here is like we will lower that train area, the train section a little bit further. So I think it will take this node with it. That is my feeling. Yeah. Okay, let's dive into the network multi-tools, and we have to create some nodes. Add node. So I will add a node here. Yeah. And I will also add a node there. Right. And we can remove these pieces of road in between. And now we have the space to sink the track in between. So you go down like that. And then suddenly, for some reason, this area comes up. Have no idea, so I will select the manipulation mode, and I select these. And is there another one here or not? Is this the only one? Is there nothing there? Oh, there it is. Ah, okay. And then that one, and then bring it all down, like so. Let's also select only this one and bring that separately down like that. It's a little bit more tidier. Yes, and then let me select. It's not like that. I can select this node, bring it down. Okay, so what we will do here is use a move it mod. We select this node and Ctrl H it to this node, so that's the same height, and then we work with a sloping tool in this mod. Slope tools. No. Let's see. Parallel tool, generate tool. Where is that tool? Super node, slope tools. So from here to, let's say, I don't know, here. Apply slope. So you have a gentle slope, and from here we do the same thing. Apply slope from there to, let's say, there, and apply slope. I think that will do. Okay, let's also remove a few of those trees. So we select tree brush, select this stuff, turn that off, and then remove those trees. And now you can see this is not really in a straight line, but even for that we can use the this mod, align everything in the same height. Is it here? Super node. Where is that one option that I'm looking for? Slope tools, curve tools, connect tools, parallel tools, generate tools. I cannot find that, meaning basically that this node, that node, that node, and do they have the same height? No, it's only this node, and this node having the same height. Ctrl H as that one. Yeah, that kind of works. So let me remove again a few of the trees here that are now in the, also here a little bit, and there, and now we can basically hopefully put this road over there. Now let me have a look here to this road. So this road, if I select this node and I align that node with this one, so it actually goes down slightly. Okay, take this node, Ctrl H it with that, and that brings it up. Okay, now we'll grab this node and this road, and I will create it into a bridge function that will run it then from here to there. And for some stupid reason it still goes down. Okay, why is that? So let me select this option, U, and then this one, U, and U already. Okay, let's bring this up. That sort of already helps a little bit. Let's select this one and that one, bring that slightly up. Man, this is really this is really tough, you know. Let's move this a little bit closer to the edge, which it does not really like. And how about this? Oh, that's the entire thing. Okay, you go back. I had no idea this would be so difficult, so remove this. Let me give it a little bit more space. Pick this road again, and what we will do here is, let's turn this off and we just bring this in the air. I think that's easier. Also, you know, then the trains that are coming will then also have plenty of space they need. And then here 180. Is this 180? Yeah, it's so weird, you know, how sometimes an angle can look like not 180 from a certain angle, while it in reality is. So you go there. Of course I have to redo the lane connectors here, so remove U-turns and saves. no traffic lights and pedestrian crossings. I wish somebody turned that feature off, you know, because how many people are, you know, going to cross at that spot? Nobody does. But anyway, that can now continue, and we can now finally build something here. And what I want to do is using zone tools, no, not zone tools, and the generate tool. Yeah, here we have it. So I want a 2-lane road, snapping, yep, that's okay. We want a grid, we want a nice grid, columns and rows. So this probably these are the depths of the whole thing. Interesting. So let's just see what this will give. So something like this will, okay, give something like that. Interesting. Columns of 3. So what do they mean with 3? So if I make 4. Oh, that's okay, gotcha. So how about the in-between space, column spacing, 60 meters. Okay, so this is currently 60 meters. So let me generate. Okay, how much space is 60 meters? Let me see. So let's do this. 60 meters is not great. So I would rather say if 70 meters will grant this extra, then I think 80 meters will be a proper, you know, dividing area. So let us do that. So we remove this thing, and then we do this again with this generation tool. So turn this in 80. We do the row spacing 80, and then we're going to make a whole lot more of these, all the way up to we can make a roundabout there on the end. Yeah, so then we make a lot more rows, like a whole bunch, all the way up to there. You know, why not even more? Why not even more? Oh, that's the wrong button. 16! Look at that. Here we go. So let's get in a little bit closer here. Look at this tool, you know, isn't this lovely? And is this in the middle? That's the question. So I wanted it to generate, but let's see. Place network origin, exit tool. Okay, generate. Oh. Okay, let's try the other way. Let's see how this works. Oh. Can I flip this? Can I? Yeah, I can. I can turn it around, but that's not the idea. I want to. Okay, let's just try it in this way. I do play without any key on. I cannot really see, but that is overlapping. And generate. Let's have a look here. This is like uber crazy, but I'm going to pick this road because this road here will drag on. This is not entirely straight, so let me turn off this option. Maybe it's even... Oh, the whole damn thing is not straight. Look. How's that? Really? Okay, be right back. Okay, so I removed those roads. By the way, if anybody knows how you can get the bulldozer option to get a larger radius of bulldozing stuff, please let me know in the comment section below, because I've been wondering how to get that done. I've seen some players using that, and I really like the idea. So let's try this again. It's a pity that it starts over here, you know. It's not like... Can I rotate this? No, I cannot rotate it. So how can I then... Let's see. How can I then make this go exactly... It's really eyeballing, right? So let's hope I will do it right now. Oh geez, is this better? It looks better. Yeah. Let me remove this, and this. And we pick pick this road, and then we will slam it straight through the middle, and here, just like that, and bash. Now there's a train line here as well. Question is, how do we get to the other side? Is a little bit questionable. Not sure. Do we even want to go to the other side? Maybe we can wait with that for a moment. Yeah, let's just get our people in there. First, I'm going to remove all these traffic lights here, 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 and here. And these smaller roads don't have them, so I think that's good. And yeah, we can just basically plug in a whole bunch of zoning. So let's just see what we have. We have like light density commercial. So what are we going to put there? That's always the question. What is our need in the city? Are people complaining? So everything is fine. Unemployment is 3%. They're also complaining about small homes. They're complaining about small homes. Is that a complaint that the houses are too small and that they actually want more space, basically? If that's the case, then we have to have like single family residentials. Something like this. Combined zone, which include all building from low density residential, low density waterfront in both European and North American team. So if we do this, North American team. Oh, by the way, did that work out? By the way, I did not even check. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Okay, we can keep a path in the middle. So we do this, and we do that. Well, fair enough. I mean, you keep some space in between. So here, and here, and here. Here, and let's say in this middle part of the area we will also have like a nice school, so we go to the schooling area. So what does fit here nicely? That's a little bit too big. This kind of fits. 800 students, so let's put that, let's see, over there. Yep. And then also a high school, which will fit somewhere. Not that one, also not that one, not that one. That comes close by. Geez, are all these things so large? Oh, this one is not. This one is not too large. So what we can do here is just place 2 of these close by. So let's do one there. This is a high school, by the way. Doesn't even look like one. Let me have a look. It's a high school indeed. Okay, so we also put one over here. Overlapping items. Okay, anarchy. Oh, I know why. It's because of the surface area. Okay, so let me remove the surface like that. We grab this and then we move it into the proper location. And we also have to make sure that these guys get some water, because water and electricity is not connected here. So water. Time for drastic measurements. So we need some power, some solid power. We take solar power. Takes a lot of space, but hey ho, hey ho. And we put it right over there. Here we go. We install an extra voltage outlet all the way over there. Then we get some advanced tracking system. Yep. And some backup battery. Why not? Like 1, 2, 3. And also on the back side 4 and 5. And then we dive back into the power grid. And in principle we should be able now to hook this up to this. Play. And it does not go that way. What is going on here? Oh, maybe it's not going that way because it's directed. It's already okay. Never mind. It's already connected to the area. Okay, fine. Good. So what are we building here? All these lovely houses. I like those. So we stay in that that segment, this single family residentials. Except here we are going to do it the other way around. So you go like that. You will go like that. You will go like that. You will go like that. Here we do it like, make them a little bit bigger. And here we turn them around again, 4x4, 4x4. And also here. It's not straight enough. Let's turn it a little bit, and we do like that. We build this up like that. And then somewhere in the center area, I want to have some parks. And here we are going to place some simple EU business. You know, some shops, you know, just on the outer edge. And then maybe, I don't know, this is a very vast area, by the way, you know, it's bigger than I thought. So let's just say like break down, turn this, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 gives like a nasty option to find a middle. Like you and you. So this is technically a middle, but yeah, try to squeeze a park in there. It's tricky. So let's see, what do we have? This, no, we have that one. This one actually not bad, you know. If we put one there and on the other side, like so, we can just change this entire area to right. So what we will do now, let's connect some paths then. Cannot do anything else right now. Without monkeying things up, then we will just create some paths that leads into here. So from there to there, and then from there to there as well. And on this side we do the same thing, from there to there. And from, why is this so odd? So why is this want to create a bridge? Let me select this option. You there. And here it's already connected. Okay, fine. Let me grab some trees. So tree here. Small tree. Tree in a line. Medium sized. Less space between them. And that's a little bit too less. That's better. Yeah, you go there. 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 And you go there. So those, at least we have 2 parks, and this area has already kind of evolved slightly. So because this thing is over here, I don't know how much noise it makes. Normally solar panels do not make any noise. So where's the menu? Let me select the menu regarding noise. No, it doesn't make any noise. No ground pollution, no air pollution, no water pollution. So in essence everybody can just live here. But just for the sake of it, I am going to place here commercials. We go back here into the family houses and we place them here, and we place them here and here, and then here and here, and here we're going to change it to this, so we have a little bit of diversity in the area, so they're not all facing the same way, like that. Now here in the center area I could say like, okay, between, you know, with these schools we could change something to somewhat bigger. These are the old town buildings, I don't want those. Netherlands medium house, no. USA row houses could work, but I hope these things would not be too large. So let's just test it out. Let's just see how they look. Well, first of all, I want large. Come on, 4x4. Was 3 the maximum? Yeah, 3 is the maximum. Yeah, that's the maximum over there. Yep, that's better. And pause. Like that. Bumps. Yeah, that's good. That's good looking. Then here, you. Making them 3. This is not good, so we replace these. Bash. That's okay. That's good. And all these appear to be good. Nice. Not bad. So let's see what we can do in the sense of, like, you know, interesting buildings. We have all kinds of interesting buildings over here. Well, they kind of look the same, but let's just place a few of these, you know, around the park. So let's put this building there. And let's see, another building roughly similar in size there. And then we go to this side. We place that one over there, and then this one in the... No, that's too big. That is sort of a... Okay, this will have to do. And then we go to the other page for the somewhat more interesting buildings, which were way too large. This thing is very small, actually. So I'm kind of surprised that it's there. And then we have this, we can place it next to it. And this is a huge building. And here we have another one of these smaller, thin buildings. And then this one, yeah, that's too big. Oh, darn it, I placed it there. My mistake, we'll fix it. Something small. Yeah, I think I like this. Put it over there, and let me remove this thing. So you go away. So we have a few of those buildings. We are missing a few here. So let me see what we can place here. Maybe also something commercial related. Yeah, that's not bad. Auto center, supermarket. Mamma mia, these things are big. Yeah, these people love to go to the supermarket, so, you know, in essence, it would fit just... okay. So what we can do is... Let's see. I will place this... Come on. Yeah, on that side. So, place it down. Delete the road there and there. And I want to delete the road underneath it, so it's like... bush like that. It's like, I think, yeah, the land is running down slightly a bit, or slightly, actually a lot. So let's have a look here. Holy moly. Yeah, so okay, what we can do here, let's select the move it mod. Let's select this whole area. Oh, not like that. Oh, come on, go. Aye. So let's straighten this out. Let's select this entire area. Roughly like that. Yeah. Do a Control H with here. Poink, and that brings the whole area up. Okay, we select this tool to make sure that we fill up the entire area with dirt. There's also grant some opportunity for the train line over there to hide it. I mean to make it sort of deeper, so we can put just a road over it. And I think also we need to increase the brush strength here and make sure that all of this is at the same level. to avoid any future problems. This seems okay. Here it's a little bit higher, but that's okay. All those roads, we will bring them at the same level. Here we go, and then select the Move It mod. Select the whole thing, like so. Control H to, let's say, there. Yep, and then we are missing a slither over here, I think, roughly like this. Control H over there. Thank you, Control H. And here we are missing a slight bit. These two nodes, I forgot them apparently. I will select them, Control H to that. Poink. And this thing has been sunken slightly, but that's a headache for another time. I'm not going to worry about that too much. So these people, if this is a, you know, a public market, yeah, supermarket, then I will delete this road, and of course then we will add some parking in front of them. So let me see what is the best parking option over here. Is it this one? I think it's made for it. It's practically made for it. Yeah, just go from one side to the other. It is made for it. The only thing we need here is actually, let me see, a crossing in the middle. So let me see, can we make one? No, we cannot. So we have to make a node right there, and then we can make a crossing. Boink, like that. And with a Move It mod we can select this node and place it a little bit to the middle, more like that. Perfect. And then with the road tools we can remove then that junction crossing and that crossing, and that is pretty nice actually. So let me have a look at this dirt, because somehow this also looks not totally proper. So this and this and this. Control H to there. Okay, so I understand that this area is also not exactly the same height as that. So I'm going to do something radical. I'm going to select this whole area, including the solar array, and then hope for the best. Control H to that. Yep, so now we do some redecorating with the landscape here. Like that. And yet there's some space between these houses, you know, that it's like, we will fill it up, these holes. Here we go, like that. Now we see some shenanigans going on left and right, but that's just how it is. So we bring this up to here. Here, like that. Here we go, like that. Right, so here we have like the water running into this area, which is now a little bit too high. We can fix also that. Pause the game. Going on the ground and then grabbing the water and the sewage area again here, which probably sits at -50. Turn off the anarchy, and then from here just bring it up to let's say here -20, and then here to -10, and that should just work fine again without any lumps and bumps and whatnot. So how about the traffic? I mean, cannot really say that, you know, there's like you know, gobs and bumps of traffic over here. You know, we have like a lane connector tool, yeah, and also here they will just run into this area without any really problems, you know, on this road over here. That's not going bad. I'm not complaining. What I also like to do is we are going to grab here a 2-lane one-way road, and I'm going to place this over here, and it does not want to do it without the anarchy. Not here, not here, not here. Right, so and we want to bring it all the way to... How can I make something straight here? So let me try something out. This 72. What the hell? Can you get back, please? Thank you. Turn this off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then set it to 0 meters while I'm currently monkeying with the game at the moment. So let me see. Let me try this again. 72, huh? So 72, 90 degrees. Okay, so here we also have a 90 degrees. Perfect. And then in principle I will bring that to there, and then we use just a little highway road that comes from here. We take a straight bit, let's say from here to there. Is it 45 degrees? This is technically 45 degrees. Can live with that. Pick at this road, and let's move it into the other direction. Here we go. And then this last bit we can say like, let's make things a little bit more straight. This is not straight. Like that. Okay, pick at this again, and like so. Now it's straight. Great. And we take the 3-laner over here, and let me replace this 3-laner so we have like 3 dedicated lanes. We don't want traffic lights, so they can now come in here. Also no traffic lights here. And from here I know we can add more lanes, but yeah, so we want to do the same on the other side. That does not look bad at all. No. Right, so we grabbing roads, and let's grab a road that is even a little bit wider, like a 6-lane. And let me replace that 6-lane here, just like that. We'll turn this part into a bridge over the... Here we go. So I think this is okay, and let's select then the lane connector tool here, remove U-turns, saves or whatnot. So you will go there, you will not go there, you will not go there, you will go there, you will go... No, you will go... You are allowed to make a U-turn. If you really want to, then you can do it. Okay, in here. Let's see, lane connector. Yeah, that's all fine. That's all nice. But let me have a look here. So, what I don't like is how this height is. Yeah, so, okay, let me grab the move it mod. We're going to drag this slightly out, like that. Yeah, and we do a Ctrl H to that, something like that. Yeah, and then here we do the same thing, Ctrl H to that. That's better. Tree removal. Here we go. A little bit of there. Yeah. And then we have to do a little bit of also lane stuff over here. So you and you. So you can not go there, not go there. You cannot go there, not go there. Also not there. You cannot take a left turn. And this one does not go there. That looks pretty nice. Nice. Not to forget to remove like the 50 million crossings. Not. And then the last thing, what I want to do here. But before I do it, I will save the game. Greenfield Expanse, overwrite. You never know. Resume game. And then we go to the node controller section and we select this node. And then there is something called where is that? Custom slope freeform type custom. This option. Make the ends of each road straight. Yeah, that gives it gives it a little bit more nicer appearance. I don't see anybody taking this road so far. Okay. But we are getting somewhere, and these guys are complaining regarding the power. So I'm wondering what is going on here with the power. Yeah. So this building over here has an extra outlet. Yeah, we put that over there. It's fine. Tracking system, and of course the batteries going from there, there, and also on the back. So I did this before, but hey ho, hey ho. And we have this substation over here. We also need to reconnect that as well. And that's how you keep yourself busy. Let's see, where's the main area? It's over there. Can I connect it up to here? Sure. We only have to bring it down. Like so. That should do it, in principle. Great. Now look at the area. You know, we have like some stuff going on. Yeah, let's see what we can still build here. So a little bit, somewhat larger houses, but not too big. So this, and then maybe the Japanese. Let me try the 4x4s. And they won't build anything. How about the EU density? Maybe I should unpause. Maybe that works a little bit better. Yeah, unpausing the game. Also 4x4 here, and 4x4 there. And to keep it lower, I will just put like, let me see, these are EU row, row, and we make them 3. Also 3 here. So we have like a gradual incline in building height. So he says, we will just see. And let's see what this will bring once this is being built. Yeah, it also makes me think about that train line. I mean, it's now mostly going underground, through the ground, or whatever. Maybe we can just align that thing with just a road. I mean, otherwise it looks so out of place. So let me grab it all the way up to here. Do a Ctrl H to there. And then we select it from here to let's say there. Ctrl H to there. And here, well, we need to, at a given moment you have to, go with the landscape, otherwise it will not work. So, okay, we grab the water option again. Let's see, turn off the anarchy. Is this 40 depth? Hard to say, but no. Well, we bring it here anyway. To there and up. I wonder if it's even needed to bring it to the same height, because you see you can also pump it up. You got to pump it up baby, got to pump it up. You got to pump it up. Now what would also be nice if we had like, if we bulldoze this section away, this, yeah, and we make this area just a little bit lower. Okay. Well, at least we have some of it. So let's continue here with a few of the low residentials, these single family homes. I know people like them. Not exactly near the schools. So also here and then there. And this is a school over here. So I rather put like some offices around it. Let's do that like so and like so. Officers is always good to have it around a school, you know, so because of the noise. Okay, and then here again we're going to this. Yeah, 4x4. Another 4x4. And also here 4x4. And also here 4x4. We're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere, and let's also incorporate some parking spaces. How big is this? And this is fairly big, but not too inconvenient. Also there as well, and maybe also here, you know, and also close here too. That's too big, that will not fit. We already have a parking lot over there, by the way, so it's not really needed. Put like a parking lot in the middle of there. I'm surprised that nobody takes this road here. So what's the oh, there's somebody taking the road there. Okay, we can build a roundabout maybe here. The only thing that I might want to do is say like, okay, this is a one-way road. That, okay, then we need a key, and also turn this off. So in, out, and also in, out. That forces people more to go towards the other areas here to get back to the main road. So you get, yeah, just a little bit more like, you know. So here we have ins, 3 ins, and then here we can say like 3 outs, like that. And then ins, these are then outs again, outs and outs. Yeah, I think that definitely will do the trick. And look at that, what we have made so far. I mean, not bad. School-wise, let's see the situation. How are we doing anyway? These are okay. These are rimmed. EE school. So we want to have like another one, maybe closer to this bigger areas. Maybe on this side here. Would not such be a bad idea. And maybe even here as well. Yeah, definitely. Let's also do something about that land over there. It's still a little bit bumpy. Here we go, flatten it out. And we can always, you know, make proper, you know, terrain modifications later on in the game. You know, adding some details and all that kind of stuff. Think about possible changes here. Maybe put more water there. I don't know. Maybe we can even do something with this, you know, to incorporate that more, and then having all these interesting shapes. Oh yeah, that's really a nice idea. So let's say if we want this, for example, to go closer to there, then that water can go there. This is just a very naughty thought right now, you know, just what we are seeing here. This is actually taking the main road of all roads, you know. But this is kind of interesting. This is a fascinating thought. Yeah, it's a fascinating thought, you know, to have this going there. and then up to, not entirely up to the end, but just like that. Meaning that all this stuff needs to be bridged, and oh my god, look how deep this is. Okay, let me fix that, because it's a little bit too deep. How deep is it here? Holy moly, that's a big difference. Fixing. Making Greenfield Expanse a little less deep again. I don't even know if that water will reach this area like that. Yeah, not with this train track running over it like that, so we need to change that into a bridge area like that. Totally not. That water level is definitely much lower. Okay. Okay, let's pick a this. Turn it into a bridge. 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 Bridge and bridge. And I'm thinking actually about this main road here in the middle to say like we're going to apply these, these, and these. That is pretty, that's actually pretty nice. Let me delete a little bit of that surface, so that does not need to be there. Also delete a few of those trees as well. The trees over here. This one option, yeah, trees, delete. So what this will then give is like a waterfall, you know, under here. Interesting. It also requires 2 water sources, so let's just see what we can input there. So we grab the water source. So this is 20 meters radius, too much. 10. So let me do this and make it 15. That's good enough. So we make it 131, and we do 2 levels lesser. So 1. Let's make sure it's in the middle. 1 actually over there. And 1 over there. That will do. And that water will in principle just flow towards this area and create a natural kind of waterfall over here. So we will see how that will look. Also, let's make these roads having some key walls. Yeah, just like here. Like that. Looks a little bit better. And grab this option, you know, to make sure that the brush size is a lot lesser, and then just gently nudge this back like so. And also like so. And like I said, probably it will create like sort of a little waterfall over here. Oh, that's a little bit too small. So let's soften this out slightly. That's the right tool, eh? Yeah, it is. Need a little bit more strength into it. So make this also a little bit more. Oh, come on. Yep, thank you. Yeah. My computer sounds like a riff, you know, a microwave. That sound it makes. Yeah, this land here is pretty high in relation to the water below there, but anyway. But I think we have done enough for now for this episode 19. We expanded the area. We increased with nearly 10,000 population, and these guys are now complaining about trash. I know the wind is going, let me have a quick look, going from north to south. So I think in this case, having a road here, there, turning that off, bring this home, and then bring this up to there, all the way there, and just put like a recycling center. So then recycling center over here. Oh, don't tell me it does not fit. Mama. Okay, no problem. So we bring this slightly down, and you go then there. Here we go, you and you, and then we grab again the recycling option, this one, and now it fits over there. So does it have options? It has options. A garbage depot truck. Yep, we apply that. This is for, what is this actually? Hazardous waste collection points, so that's a good thing to have on both sides. And then this is like storage extension. Not too unimportant to have that. There and there's it overlapping. It's overlapping, so we put it in there. And here we can do it, but then I have to monkey around a little bit with the land again. Like so. To make sure that we actually can put it there. Like that. Take this thing and then take this option, and then we can put one there. And we can put one there. Nice. So does this road has to go anywhere? I don't think so. So we pick at that road, and that road goes basically here, maybe around this area. So why is it 91 degrees? 180? No, 179. 180. Yep. This is a 179 again. This is a 180. And here we just let it end, and I put just a simple roundabout there. Nothing too complicated on the end. And what's that? Oh, nothing. Okay. So with that being said, I think we have now also a place where people can, bring their trash. Let's also quickly put like, a hospital here in this section. See, I think, oh yeah, this is a great spot. Yeah, that makes them happy as well. And also dot around a few of these. You don't even need that many of these, by the way. Just one there. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, in your local neighborhood, how many mailboxes do you actually have? And that's in this year, and that's in 2026. I mean, mailboxes are like, it's like something, from a previous age. It's like from the 80s and the 90s, practically. So you don't even need too many of these. Just sporadically put them anywhere and nowhere, there and there. Think that will do, and maybe just here close to this area, and then everybody is fine. Okay, now I'm really going to quit this episode, otherwise it becomes a little bit too long. We don't want that. Guys and girls, thank you for watching this episode 19 of the Greenfield Expanse. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and if you have anything to say or any comments or suggestions whatsoever, then leave them in the comment section below behind, and I will see you in the next episode. Okay, guys and girls, thank you for watching, and until next time, see you. Bye bye.